war never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Welcome to Fallout New Vegas. My plan did not go to plan, so today is not the same day as I recorded the episode 12 of Going Medieval. I did, however, get my computer stand completed, so my desk is, well, it's still cluttered with stuff, it's just now more distributed. So, New Vegas. Obviously, this is modded because playing New Vegas unmodded at this point is a bad idea. Don't do it. This game is not particularly stable, and I've got over 100 mods enabled. About a third of them are just bug fixes and performance. And then a lot of the other ones are utilities. and animation or visual tweaks, because again, this game has a lot of problems, and a bunch of them are the fact that this game is quite rushed in terms of production. It was made in 18 months, and there are a lot of fine-tuning issues that never got done. But entering a name, as that's what we've been prompted to do. Sorry, I've got a rough throat. I feel like we can do a bunch more horrific things to the look of our character in this game. So, John Smith, because what else?
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Most of it right anyway. Stuff that
Yeah,
mattered.
close enough.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
It isn't a race, but we must. I can't do any of that yet. Oh.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Right. This game very much so relies on you actually having good stats. This guy's gonna be really charismatic because we can do that.
Good to see them bullets didn't affect your charm none. Well, we know your vitals are good.
That's the other thing about this game. Characters actually react to decisions you make.
What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
I don't think they are. If they ever were.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Again,
House.
unhinged.
Night. Bandit.
Vaporize.
Mother. Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to...
No opinion.
I'm all...
Strongly agree. No opinion.
I charge in to...
Strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one.
Two bears hugging, which isn't an option unless you have that mod installed, which I clearly don't, because I clearly forgot about it. Dang it. Or two bears high-fiving, not hugging. Which is very obviously the correct answer.
Well, I don't have nothing to compare.
Okay. Tag skills. Speech, that's cool. Melee weapons, no. Repair. Actually, I'm gonna go with that.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Right, traits. Wild Wasteland, because Wild Wasteland. I think for our weird, strange character, we should just go with that, because I'll be honest, I don't care if my limbs get crippled.
Come with me.
We're not playing survival. No, I can't steal from him. Which mod makes that the case? Yes. I'm gonna check. Bullet time. Loot menu. Okay.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before... I reckon...
No, we're not playing hardcore mode. Why? Which mod makes everything in this house owned? That's very irritating. Okay.
Howdy, partner. Yes. Don't mention it. I once said run on.
Goodbye.
Happy trails.
Okay.
Cheyenne, stay. Yeah. Meet me outside.
Okay.
Hey there.
Dang. Okay, so we can't hack or lockpick. Right.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the...
Items. Oh, I forgot to turn off. It's annoying. So we picked that up in the house. Need to sell that and that. Caravan shotgun will do for the time being.
fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't... Tell you what.
Nah.
Suit yourself. I'm head. Hey, Jimmy. She'd be cross with me.
Blah blah blah. Right. Okay. A lot of stuff here is marked as owned, but at the same time, a lot of stuff is not. So we will do a quick round around here of mailboxes for exactly that reason, because that's a great way to get skill magazines. We don't have much weight capacity though. Can't pick them up, I've forgotten that. Oh. I also have a mod called Bad Touch enabled, which, for those that don't know, Bad Touch is cool, but you actually have to be mindful of things like cacti and tumbleweed, because all those kinds of things do damage instead of just being props. Oh, that's right, it's part of the tutorial. I need a shovel for that. Which there is a shovel somewhere up here. It's my grave. Which grave has the shovel? Is the shovel even up here? Oh, I don't remember. snow globes we take to house, or rather, we take to house to the Lucky 38, where house has a robot that collects them. I could have sworn there was a shovel up here. It's been a while since I last started a new playthrough. There's probably stuff up there that I've just completely missed, but oh well. The route for getting out of here will be taking the Black Mountain shortcut, because I absolutely hate going the long way. I've done it once, and it was not fun.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
I love that she just tells you that.
You mean murder him? That's not our way. Even if Cobb is scum, he can bluster and threaten all he wants. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. I know that. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. I don't know. Not much, other than... Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the... They were having some kind of... Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Quarry Junction is full of death claws.
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was... Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go eat. Sure, yeah. There'd be caps in it for you.
Right.
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or... Most travelers...
Right. I need to change that. Which I hadn't was on, so.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got... You're...
Howdy.
Right. Oh my goodness, I've just walked into it. Tumbleweed again. I want that.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was pet. I've got plenty of if
Right.
can do.
Again, as I said, we will be... Why are these considered a weapon? I have to remember that it takes, What did I just offer to buy? Oh, 223. I don't want 223, I want 22. But I guess I wasn't paying any attention. Just says me, right? Okay.
Another satisfied customer. The leader was a new the great.
Cool. Right, so currently varmint rifle is 1. 9mm is probably 2. 3. 4. And 6. Right.
That's close enough. Sorry about the gun. We got off to a bad start. What say we... Yeah.
I do not play
He doesn't look
Caravan.
very tough,
I am
though.
not good at it.
I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much big... I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me... We just end up sharing the same grave. Start with Sunny Smile.
Right. Why is everything marked as owned? Why? Which mod have I installed that makes everything... I need to find out what that mod is because it's incredibly irritating not being able to loot things.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Spring. Say no. Joe Cobb. However, if I finally there a silver tongue would. I don't think give it. Easy Pete.
Okay. Right.
So you're planning on taking on... I was planning on sitting this one. Let me have... Well,
Again, as I said,
be careful.
skills are very important. Skill checks actually matter, and unlike in Fallout 3, they're just absolute, have this much of one skill and you'll be fine. As opposed to, you can have 100 speech and still fail a speech check, which is silly, but...
Uh-huh.
Which, again, makes this very, very easy. Why I picked explosives, because we get
You're
more.
looking to buy some supply? Now just hold.
Oh, never mind. Right,
Take
goodbye.
it easy now.
Do I have? That is not what I wanted to say. It's lad's lad. Stats. 140 out of 200. Not terrible. It's kinda close. I know where I can find some fairly easy enemies. In the schoolhouse. Which we aren't going to first. Instead we're going inside of Thingamy What's It's house. Victor, who can't actually get through the door, so how it's his shack I don't quite know. You can just use it. Again, who's made everything? That does not fit with because it just makes you lose karma. Oh, I've grabbed too much stuff. Great. Right. Where is it? Weapon repair kit. Okay. Let's hope I don't get pinged for this. Nope. Oh. Really? Off. Because I absolutely... Right. Okay. Bobby pin, bobby pin. That's why there's a Programmer's Digest, because that way you can actually... What? Just skills. Did it? Great. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Because there's a second one. What? Oh, they don't stack. I'm an idiot. I've just wasted 2 Programmer's Digest. At least we've got Salesman Weekly now. Great. And I only got 5 XP for killing. Well, that was useful. I'm so... Oh, because I've got all this armor. Which is... I need to sell stuff. Oh my goodness. None of that has weight. Okay, so if you are on the weight limit, then you cannot sprint, but you do not take a walking speed penalty. Good to remember.
You looking to buy some supplies? You made your... Can do.
Okay. Weapons. That's right, you can buy or steal a shovel. At this point, plasma weapons probably not what we want. Okay.
Thanks. Take it easy.
How long would I like to wait? I would like to wait 8 hours, which I think will be long enough that Chet's then in bed and we can steal some stuff. What? As you might have guessed, we are not going for a particularly high karma run. The reason we want this is because this is a concealed weapon, which means we can take it into casinos, which is useful. Other concealed weapons are things like switchblade and brass knuckles. I think it's brass knuckles that they're called in this. Oh, would you look at that? Jacob just dropped dead. Oh, I forgot that this takes 556. So maybe I will buy some ammunition from Thingy. Perhaps I should have started with that. Yep. Okay. Can I not? No. I have no... Oh. How boring. And it's nighttime. Yeah. How irritating. Right. Moving on. Hey. I don't quite understand why he sleeps in that bed and not this one. But he does. Of course, I just looked at that.
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. I don't see no...
Okay. Now that we have acquired supplies and so on, we will go and talk to Ringo.
So what's going on? Well... Oh.
Time to look alive. They're getting set up. I'll be...
Ah. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, careful.
Powder gangers don't like us.
Don't miss that one.
Okay. S-
I owe you a huge... Also...
Okie dokie dokie do. Right. What does a cowboy hat? Extra perception for wearing a hat. I'll take it. That was not what I meant to do. Right. Okay. Don't plan on using that. Oh, great, that wasn't enough. Why am I carrying that? Because I took it off Joe Cobb for some reason. Right. I'm so used to, what? I'm so used to Fallout 4 where everything is press, wait. Seriously, Chet?
That was a hell of a fight. Can do.
Okay. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. Primer box, large pistol, probably a good idea. A night scope for the varmint rifle. We'll take that. Okay.
Another satisfied customer. Take it easy.
Time to move on. The only thing we will do before coming back up and taking the road over to Black Mountain is we are going to go down and get ED from Prim. Huh. We encounter powder gangers. Alright. On the road. I'm being incompetent. It's down around here that you can find a shovel. Right. Finish travel onward. I feel like this is a mod, but I'm not that confident.
Peace, traveler.
Huh.
Just a hunter.
Okay, no, this is just a guy. That's horrifyingly ominous. Right. Weapons. Really? Why do I keep picking up weapons that I don't need to repair? This is what I mean by you encounter powder gangers all along this road. Very annoying. Powder gangers and geckos. Of which I'm not sure which is more dangerous. Genuinely possible that it's the geckos. And that musical cue is the sign to run. Because here they are. But we're running this way because...
Hey, where the hell do you think you're...
Okay. Prem is genuinely dangerous. And there are landmines on this bridge. Oh. Yeah. Why is it considered stealing? Is there a mod that has just made everything stealing? Huh. I am going to remember to mod this. Which is... I'm not sure if it actually loads anything in the distance, but we'll see. What? What on earth is going on? Why are there so many of them? Okay. Time to change strategy because I did not realize that that would be how that goes. I am going to probably call it quits here. At some point there will be another video and then another. But I don't know what schedule that Fallout New Vegas will have. But there will be more than one video. I will not just abandon this playthrough. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.